Hello IRW 95 students, this is your professor Michael Bloomingberg, and with this video what I want to do is walk you through the week 2 coursework. I'm on Blackboard and I'm going to go ahead and click on course content, and I'm going to go to the week 2 folder. Now if you want to follow along with me as I go through the listing of things you're going to do and look at some different links, feel free to do so. Biggest thing to note is, unlike last week when we were looking exclusively into the discussion board, we're going to switch gears, and this week you're going to be focusing more on the writing side of the IRW class. So the first place to begin is to always look at the listing of assignments, because that lets you know what you have due coming up. And because it's listed as both a Word and PDF file, it's the exact same listing, but I put it in two formats for your convenience. We'll just pull it up as a PDF file just to look. And it just says to complete the following this week, note your deadlines as posted. Well, as far as reading is concerned, I've put together a study guide for fixing common sentence problems. I've asked you to please look at that closely. There is an assignment sheet that goes along with the study guide that you'll need to complete for the assignment, so look at that. Some professor notes for writing an academic essay, I've placed those in the week 2 folder. The narrative essay assignment sheet is there as well. And as much as I could possibly do so, I've put them all as Word documents and PDF files, but please note that the study guide is only listed as a PDF file, as that's the only format I have that in. Submitted assignments this week, you have two. You have the Fixing Common Sentence Problem assignment, and you have the Narrative Essay Rough Draft. Both of the due dates on those is 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, June 25th. So hopefully that makes sense and you know what you need to do this week. I want to stress to you again that this is a summer class, so that's why there's so much work to do week by week. It's important to make sure that you keep up with the assignments, as we're taking what is normally a 16-week class and condensing it down to 8 weeks. So I'm going to go back, and I want to pull up the study guide just to show you it is a PDF file, but I'm thinking that what I will do is make it a video just to go over the study guide with you, so that hopefully the information presented makes sense. So I'm going to hold my thought on that with the idea that I'll make a follow-up video, but that's where you can find the study guide. And I want to look at the assignment sheet, and I'll just go ahead and click to pull this up as a Word document. Okay. It's going to get some clicking background noise as this is pulling up. Sorry about that. But this is the assignment. The directions say to answer each of the following questions. Each question's worth a point, except the bonus question, which is worth 2 points. And so just read through them carefully. Each question is self-contained and is its own question or problem. So number 1, for example, says, what are fanboys? You would say fanboys are, and give the answer based on the information in the study guide. That's really the only kind of short answer. The rest are having you work with sentences. And remember that the point of this is not just to know how to fix common sentence problems, but to learn how to provide some variety to your sentence structures, which I'll explain in a video that I'll make a little later in the week. Give a try to the bonus question. That one's a little bit trickier, but give it a try and remember both parts to that. So that's your assignment there. And again, I'm going to go back to the week 2 folder. Now, I've also put some notes on here, some good information, and again, I may just provide a follow-up video just to help you here as well. But there are notes related to the 5-paragraph essay and how to do that, along with the sample from Stephen King, of all people, who we looked at last week, and it kind of walks you through. And I've also put some additional notes, but again, I won't go into detail here, but I'll probably make a video that will follow up with you on that. Now the narrative essay assignment sheet, I do want to go over that quickly with you, Just pull it up. It's both as a PDF and a Word document. It just says, in the excerpt you read from Stephen King's On Writing, the trauma of King's horrific ordeal is shown through his point of view. We learn about his thoughts as they occur, and we learn that he is noting details in the moments of his recovery from a hit-and-run accident. King states, I entered the hospital on June 19th. Around the 25th, I got up for the first time, staggering 3 steps to a commode, where I sat with my hospital Johnny in my lap and my head down, trying not to weep and failing. You try to tell yourself that you've been lucky, most incredibly lucky, and usually that works because it's true. Sometimes it doesn't, that's all. Then you cry. You'll recall this from last week when I had you post on the discussion board about that quote. But in a 2-page essay, please address the following. Choose a moment from your life that stands out clearly in your memory. What makes the experience memorable? Provide details to show why the experience was important to your life. The experience can be one of happiness, sadness, anger, humor, loneliness, joy, just to name a few associated emotions. The key is to guide the reader through your experience just as Stephen King guided us through his terrible experience. In structuring your paper, remember that you must have an introductory paragraph, body paragraphs, and a concluding paragraph. A strong thesis statement is also needed. Try to show in your thesis and throughout the paper ways in which your experience is unique in your life. And what I'm looking for, a type draft that adheres to class format, which is 12-point Times New Roman font with 1-inch margins, double-spaced, following the format established in class. A fully developed draft at least 2 pages long that contains correct grammar, spelling, punctuation, and mechanics. Thoughtful insight into the question. Pour your heart into the topic. There really is no substitute for passion. And note your due dates. The rough draft, of course, is due this Sunday, June 25th, no later than midnight. And the final draft is due Sunday, July 2nd, no later than midnight. And I will be providing you some feedback as you're moving from rough to final draft. So I'm glad we had the chance to go over that together. Now the last thing for this particular video is your submissions. You'll find both at the bottom of the Week 2 folder. The first is fixing common sentence problems. So when you have your assignment completed, you'll just click the link, and again it provides the assignment details. But important for you to note is to make sure you save your assignment, preferably to an external drive of some kind, a flash drive. You can save to the cloud if you want to. Somerset Community College has a system for that. You can save to your computer, but the problem with that is computers do crash from time to time. So if your computer did crash, you would lose your work. But just follow the instructions to use Browse My Computer. That will allow you to attach your file. Once your file is attached, you're ready to hit submit in the blue box, and that'll send it to me. Do not put your assignment in the comment box, but you can leave a little note there like, I really enjoyed this assignment, or maybe I really struggled. Just if there's something you want me to know, you can place it there. But I'm going to go back to Week 2. And so that's for the common sentence problems. And down here, the narrative essay rough draft. Same process, just click the link, browse my computer, and submit to attach it. And that'll make sure that it's sent to me. I'll make a couple of other videos, guys, one of which will relate to the study guide, and the other will relate to how to write that 5-paragraph essay so that you know what you're doing with the narrative essay. I hope this makes sense and explains to you what you need to work on during Week 2. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. But best of luck as you're working through Week 2 of the Summer 2017 IRW 95.